number 5, Caden Rapp. Starting at middle blocker, number 8, Adamarius Gomez. Starting outside hitter, number 13, Jaden Silver. Starting outside hitter.
And welcome to Fullerton College Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK. Corey Nalen, Ryan Osborne, Joe Pavlenko, and Mark Pavlovich here at Colleen Riley Court as your Hornets host the Santa Ana Dons. The Dons come in coached by Troy Abbey at 5-8 and 0-6 in conference. Angela Hill, the libero, 5'2" out of Catella. Taylor Vagana, the setter, 5'5", freshman from Hunter High School in West Valley City, Utah. Caden Rafe, a setter, 5'3" out of Burns, Oregon. Adamaris Gomez, a middle blocker, goes 5'9", freshman from Santa Ana High School. Jaden Silver, outside hitter, 5'8", sophomore out of Rogers High School in Tacoma, Washington. Cassandra Zavala, 6'1", freshman from Anaheim. At the other outside hitter, and Jennifer Rivera is middle blocker, 6 feet out of Anaheim High School. They are 5-8, 0-6. As mentioned last time out, they lost to IVC 3-0. For Fullerton, the starting lineups will be Kaylee Tuckfield, middle blocker, 5'10", freshman from St. George, Utah, Dixie High School. Hannah Tobin, the libero, 5'3", sophomore from La Habra. She went to Whittier Christian High School. Issa Domingo, setter, 5'4", freshman from Troy. Molly Tabone, 5'2", freshman from Cerritos. Jade McIntyre, middle blocker, 5'11", Corona Centennial High School. Faith Webb, 5'7", sophomore from Yorba Linda High School. And Hannah Wilms, outside hitter, 5'11", freshman, Horizon High School in Brighton, Colorado. Fullerton, number 22 in the state at 9-8, 3-3 in conference. Head coach Megan Tomacic in her 4th season, looking to get on a run after a crucial big victory over Golden West last week, 3-2. They won that one 17-25, 25-22, 32-30, 10-25, and 15-12 in a decisive 5th set at the Colleen Riley Court. And now serving will be Caden Rafe. Caden, 5'3", freshman from Burns, Oregon. With the jump serve and look long, but there's Hannah Tobin. And there's a put away by Wilms. So way to start the game for the Hornets as they go up quickly. And Wilms gets the point. McIntyre with the bump. Domingo with the set, and Wilms is 2 for 2. First 2 points of the match in this first set here at Colleen Riley Court. So on the floor right now is McKenna Mockery, Jaden McIntyre, Hannah Wilms. The libero in the blue shirt, as you see, will be Hannah Tobin. Issa Domingo wears number 9 on your screen, and Faith Webb with the serve. Her second in the conference in aces, and she can't come up with that dig. Nice put away by Jaden Silver. And Silver steps back to serve. Flat-footed serve. Domingo with the quick set. McIntyre tried to get denied by Gomez, but McIntyre too strong. 3-1 Hornets. Callie Tuckfield checks in for Jordan McIntyre. Or excuse me, Jade McIntyre. Sorry about that. As we have Tobin with the serve. Ralph sets. Nice dig by Webb. Mockery met at the net, but out. Good meet by Zavala and Gomez. Too strong on the rejection. 4-1 your score early in the first set. Tobin with the serve. Sets it for Vagana. over dig by Webb. Blocked up top. Nice job by Taylor Vagana. She gets the point. Now Santa Ana with the serve on the side out. And serving will be Angela Hill out of Catella High School. In the libero is the libero in the black. Doesn't have to change uniform colors as she is a Catella Knight. Also black and red. Nice serve by Hill. Looked like a drop ball in softball. And Tobin couldn't come up and meet it. 4-3. Second serve for Hill. Skims the net. Domingo Mockery, no. She gets it. Hill too far away. Another point for Mockery, 5-3. Checking into the ball game will be Karen Delgadillo out of Oak Hills High School. Hornets showing a lot of enthusiasm. Well, Zavala. Ralph quick toss over into open area. 5-4 Hornets. Santa Ana with the serve as Zavala steps back. Cassandra 6'1" out of Anaheim High School. 92 kills on the season. 11 service aces. She leads the team with 114 points in their 13 contests. Tobin Domingo sets up high on the left side. Mockery. Nice save by Hill. Mockery with the bump. Domingo back to Hill. Backside set up, hits the roof. There's Domingo again. Mockery far side, left it short. And it is tied up at 5. So Fullerton, a lot of enthusiasm, but execution lacking in the first 10 points of this ball or this match. Tobin sets to nobody. And that's a definite unforced error. Service ace number 12 for Zavala. 6-5 now. Dons with the lead. There's another set. Left side, and here's Silver. Up top is Tuckfield. And they're gonna say net violation, or actually 4 hits. And it's all tied up at 6, side out Hornets. That's Taban. Steps up to serve.
So Santa Ana initially thought that that ball was blocked at the net, but it actually hits the top of the tape and then bounces right back over. It just had enough pace that once it hit the top, it flung right back over, so they thought that it was returned, but becomes a 4-touch violation.
Good eyes by the young guy.
He forgot his glasses today, so.
Here's Rafe with another quick tip. That one, Hornets were ready for. And there's a quick tip, and not really a tip, but a floater by Faith Webb. And 7-6 Hornets. That's what a sophomore year experienced player can do to get you back up in a big point that you need. She is that player that's done it all season long. Leads the team in points with 178. Now 180 after 2 today. Big by Taban. Back row. Williams is 3 for 3. 8-6.
That shot is all about placement, trying to get to the top of the net to see if you can force Santa Ana to scramble, but lucky for Fullerton, that one hits the top and then dies immediately.
Second serve by Taban. Rafe. And there is a quick spike attempt by Jennifer Rivera, left it real short. And it is now 3 straight points for the Hornets at 9-6. And Tabone serving for her first. And that's out. Taylor Vergana too strong. Miley out of Cerritos High School. He's got 4 aces, 36 digs coming into this ball game, or coming into this match. I got to get ball game out of my head, guys. There's Ray with the set, back row Zavala. Not enough height. Bottom net, 11-6, 5 straight points for the Hornets. Tabone has been the service, or been on service for all 5 points. In the middle. Nice dig by Zavala to save that from going down, but she comes up and too strong as timeout on the court. As Hornets have a 12-6 advantage in this first set. This is Fullerton College Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK. Woo! Thought I was going to mess that up, guys. Had to slow it down just a little bit.
Like the athletes here, Corey with excellent concentration on that.
Oh, it's a little warm in here. Fullerton College knows that they got to get hot in here just to win this ball game. Got to get that out of my head. Win this match, because it's been an up and down season for Fullerton. They won their first 5 matches. They were 6-1 in their first 7 matches. Then they've had a 6-match losing streak. And ever since then, it's been win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Huge win against Golden West in 5 sets. They come back, or excuse me, they beat 2 weeks ago, they beat, we were here for that.
For Riverside.
Yes, Riverside. They lose to Saddleback. They come back and beat Golden West. Up and down. If your team that beats Golden West, another top 20 team, Saddleback was tough, but you got to think Fullerton came into that match thinking they was going to beat Saddleback and just didn't.
Yes. No, but Corey, when you look at Fullerton, the way that they've been able to actually get a lot of their momentum is runs, and you see it here. They go on 6 straight, and then all of a sudden they end up giving up 6 straight. It's about consistency, and can they get that going forward the rest of the conference?
And we're back in action. Domingo sets for Webb. Ouch. And Faith Webb said, how's that for consistency, Ryan? 13-6. Tabone still serving. Wilms, Tobin, Domingo, Webb, and Tuckfield for the Hornets in the white. Another set. There's Rafe. Tried a no-look over the net, far left, 14-6, that's 8 straight. So Zavala, Silver, Rafe, Vagana, Rivera, and Hill on the court for Santa Ana. There's Zavala, almost takes down Wilms. Webb with the running palm shot. Dig, Domingo, bumped over to Zavala. Far set, Vagana, met up top by Domingo. Where did Issa get those hops from? 15-6. Tabone has been the service queen since it was 6-6. They've run off 9 straight points. Looking for 10, that's out. Tried to get slick with it, trying to play a game of inches. It's 15-7. And Taylor Vergana will now serve for the Dons. Freshman out of West Valley City, Utah. Tuckfield high in the air and even higher and farther on her attempt to kill. 15-8 or 8-15 now, Don service. Vagana with an ace. It hit the net, died on the net, and then fell off the net. 15-9. She's got 70.5 points this season, 13, make it 14 service aces, and with that error, just a little bit too long. Now 16-9 Hornets as Tobin checks out for McIntyre. Tugfield, the right-hander, will serve.
Too often sets are overlooked because as an opponent who is serving, you are able to dictate where your opponent sets their attack from. For example, if they have a lot of right-handed outside hitters, you can force them to play to their left because it forces them to move away from their dominant hands a lot of times, makes them be a little bit more off balance. So with a good, well-placed serve or a string of them, you can start to dictate what your opponent is able to do.
Fullerton's done that with a 17-9 opening set lead. Middle up top, nice elbow save dig by McIntyre. There's a floating running layup by Webb back over. Williams now. Again, playing the angles. Zavala dives and couldn't come up with it. 18-9 Hornets. So 17, so it's actually 17-10. At that point, Santa Ana gets the point. Rivera, again, leaves it in the net. Another unforced error by the Dons. And when you're 0-6 in conference, those unforced errors will kill you. As their last time out, they lost to IVC 3-0. Domingo with her first service attempt tonight. Oh my goodness, that was another drop ball. No spin whatsoever. Mid-air, must have been a gust of wind blowing that, 19-10. Fullerton in complete control in this first set. And again, nice joust up top, Rafe with the finish. Oh, I'm old.
It's okay, Corey. Earlier I had a very unathletic play trying to save a volleyball as well.
Yeah. And that play by Rafe went out of bounds. I can't see and I can't move. 20-10 Hornets. Domingo. And handcuffed Zavala. Vagana yelled long, out. Zavala at the last minute was going to let that go, but it came right out or couldn't get out of the way. Defended herself, 21-10 Fullerton. Dig by Tobin, up top, three with tub on, over. Strolling across the net, net at the top by Rafe. Point goes to Dons. So side out Rafe. Caden is 6th in assist in OEC, 6th in aces in the OEC as well. 211 assists on the season, by far leads the way for the Dons. Dug out by Vagana. And again, Gomez and Rafe didn't know and communicate who was coming up with it. Neither did. 22-11 Hornets. DeBone is out, Mockery's in. That is out, Silver, too strong. 23-11. Timeout on the court. In the first set, Hornets up 23-11. This is Fullerton College Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK.
Don't forget, coming up on 90.1 KBPK, we've got a lot more sports coming your way. Whether you like the high school football game of the week or more volleyball. Here on 90.1 KBPK, just keep checking out KBPK, whether it be on the radio side of things or also here on our YouTube page. So we've got a lot more coming up.
We've got a YouTube page on 90.1?
We do.
Oh, wow.
All you got to do is go to KBPK, our website, go to the upper right-hand corner where you can see our Instagram, our Facebook, and our YouTube page.
Oh, wow. And
We're
what if I'm
getting
already on
fancy.
YouTube?
You're already on YouTube. What you do is you go to that little search bar and you say KBPK. Press the enter, and you should be right on.
So easy, even I can do that. Maybe. As we come back onto the court. Tobin, Mockery, McIntyre, Williams, Domingo, and Webb with service. They're up 23-11. Hill, Rafe, Silver, Zavala, Gomez, and Vagana for the Dons. There's Silver. Finger rolls it over. Mockery. Nice dig by Rafe. And there's a back set to no one, saved by Wills to put it over. Silver long. No, that's in. So point goes to the Dons, 23-12. Checking in for the Dons for the first time is Karen Salazar. In for Jordan Silver. Salazar is 5'6", freshman from Godinez High School. Williams far. Actually, they say there's a tip. So point goes to the Hornets. 24-12. Tuckfield back in for McIntyre. Tobin trying to close out this set. Back far set, Zavala met by Webb. Williams put back by Gomez. Tuckfield blocked up top by Gomez and Zavala. Back row Webb. When you need your points, you need it done quickly. Faith Webb is your player to go to, and she finishes out this set with Fullerton 25, Santa Ana 20, Santa Ana 12. This is Fullerton College Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK. Corey Nayland, Ryan Osborne, Joe Pavlenko, Mark Pavlovich on camera. He's a film guy, so if you see an artistic look and feel to this broadcast, that comes from the creative mind of Mark Pavlovich. I was going to start singing, but that's, that's a violation. On so many points. And we going to the schedule?
We are going to the Orange Empire Conference standings. You talked about it earlier with Fullerton beating Golden West. That was something huge for the Hornets, especially when you want to look at the standings. Number 1 is Cypress at 7-0, 15-1 overall. Then you've got Orange Coast at 5-1 in conference, and then 12-1 overall. You add Irvine Valley to the mix with Saddleback, who Fullerton recently lost to, and then Golden West and Fullerton. The reason why that's really big that Fullerton gets that win is because it draws them exactly even overall and in conference, 3-3 and 9-8 with Golden West. So all of a sudden, Fullerton with the win tonight is looking at taking that number 5 spot in the Orange Empire Conference. The bottom 3 in the conference, Riverside, Santa Ana, and Santiago Canyon.
And that's huge, like you said, about that top 5 spot, because this season, when you've got 6 teams in the top 25, and I'm not going to say there's any OEC gets last picks or last dibs, but if you can be in that top 5 spot, you pretty much deserve to be in the playoffs. And that's what Fullerton is gunning for. Even at 9-8, they're still number 22. Their last 10 games, they're 3-7, but they're a team, if they can win here and win on Friday, I think this will be the turning point of the season and propel them to get into the playoffs.
And we talked to the coaches around the Orange Empire Conference and out of the conference as well, and we've asked them, hey, when you look at the Orange Empire Conference, is it the most difficult to play in, or is it just overhyped? And what you'll hear from each and every coach, and that's across conferences, is, yes, the Orange Empire Conference is where the biggest amount of competition comes from, and it's the toughest competition in the state of California. So as you mentioned, having those that amount of teams in the top 25, it's not just a testament to the conference itself, but usually dictates how the out of conference winner selections are made when it gets to playoff time.
Yeah, and one day I want you to ask a coach, is that a detriment for your conference to be so strong because you have 7 quality teams but only 5 get in, whereas you took at other conferences where there's a team that's stacked and then a second place team will get in just because they have to have open slots? Next time you talk to a coach, ask him that question. I'll be watching the coaches show to hear it.
Speaking of, we're going to have one coming up with Greg Aviles, Pam Lewin's team as well. Both of those teams, men and women's soccer here on campus, we were able to talk to today, and that will be cut down, edited, and uploaded on Friday.
Well, all right, as Faith Webb starts the second set, Fullerton won the first set 25-12 with Tobin, Wilms, Domingo, Mockery, and McIntyre in white. There's Ray. Rivera tries to put it away, dug out by Tobin. Up to the ceiling. Over by Gomez. Bump set by 2 Hornets. Quick set, McIntyre. It's tipped. Lagana moved her hand, didn't move her feet. 1-0 Hornets. And for Santa Ana in the second set, they start off with Rafe, Silver, Gomez, Hill, Rivera, and Vagana. Santa Ana, as you look at the history of champions in the CCCAA, Rafe sets in the middle, dug out by Tobin. Domingo tries to save it, but Gomez out of Mars puts it away. 1-1. 1977, when you check out the website, was the first champion. That was Santa Ana College. Domingo, Wilms, met by Gomez. Gomez 2 for 2 in this second set. 2-1 Dons. Fullerton College, surprisingly, has not won a state championship. Wilms taps it over to the right side, and if this is basketball, that would be a finger roll. 2-2. As McIntyre out, and in is Hauser. Alexa is 6'1" out of Brea Olinda High School. But I like the fingertip shot by Wilms and had enough dexterity to place it. Service ace, Webb. Or excuse me, Tobin with the service ace. I was thinking Webb because she is second all-time, or excuse me, first all-time in service aces in a season with 46. Rafe sets in the middle. Gomez is on fire. That all 3 points belong to her to start the second set.
And Corey, one of the greatest things about this rivalry between Fullerton and Santa Ana is the color contrast. Blue and white, blue and gold, red, black, and white. Contrasting on both sides, and it makes for an excellent uniform matchup.
I think so, and I think that's why Angela Hill went to Santa Ana, because she went to Catella High School. She didn't want to go away from that red and black. Wilms up high, dug out. Rafe. Hill chases it. Lagana floats it. Alexa Hauser, Doug, Rafe. Zavala over. Wilms back, tipped by Vagana. Vagana again tries to finesse it over, no goal. Mockery too long. 4-3 Dons. And this is the way Fullerton started the first set, slowly. It was 6-6, but then Fullerton went on an 11-0 run. Hauser met at the top. Zavala said, no, no, no. 5-3. Zavala in the last match against Irvine Valley had 5 kills, 5 blocks, and 4 digs. Domingo to Mockery again, blocked up top by Rivera. And there's a put away by Wilms. They've got the service at 4-5. Delgadillo will check in for this serve. And speaking of 11 straight points, I was going to say Golden West. We'll get to that in just a moment. Rafe back set. Silver over. Mockery. She played the line and ties it at 5. McKenna's an impressive looking freshman out there. Or excuse me, yeah, she's a freshman. Georgetown, Texas, Georgetown High School, 5'11". And Mockery, you know she can go off of 1 foot with that one-handed dunk. This time she goes up off of 2 with a two-handed flush. 6-5. I like to incorporate all sports, you know. As Webb comes out for Brianne Iloriaga, excuse me. 5'3" out of Fullerton, California, Troy High School. She's a sophomore. Delgadillo with the serve. Hornets with the lead, 6-5. Domingo with the dig by Hill. Put away. Zavala. So Rafe sets it up. Zavala devours it, and it's 6-6. Williams checks back in for Delgadillo. Six to 6 here in the second set. Fullerton up 1-0. They took the first set, 25-12. Hauser getting into action. Nice dig by Hill. Off the side of her hand, over the net was Silver. Tobin with the dig. Domingo with the assist. No, nice dig out by Rivera. Went down low, came up high. And Rafe, who stands 5'3". Mockery, who's 5'11" and known for a killer on the outside. Rafe met her at the top. 7-6. And you try to see how somebody 5'3" can meet at the top with someone 5'11". Mockery on the way down, not on the way up, came down and tried to kill it. And momentum is gone as that goes into the net, 7-7. As Tabon and Webb check back in.
For Santa Ana, it's really important that they keep this roll going. You got to get those serves to be able to get across the net and get you some more points, get on a run, so that way you can steal a set here. Once you steal a set, well, now obviously you're one step closer to winning the match, but Santa Ana needs to get that first conference victory to give themselves confidence going forward to the back half of the season.
And we have a new player in for the Dons. Tipped over, dug out by Tobin. Webb off the side of Zavala and Vagana. There's the point. You know, I'm hoping that's a jersey change as number 6 in red for Santa Ana. It could be Elizabeth Aparicio, but we just don't know, so you'll find that out for you. 7-8, or excuse me, 8-7 Hornets, now 9-7 Hornets with the ace. So Tabon had those 11 straight service points in the first set, and she has 2 here now, and it's 9-7. Oh, that was beautiful by Rafe. Again, not when you're expecting it. She's known as an assist person. She sets the tempo. She sets the pace. That time, she put it over and cracks one on the Hornets. It's now 8-9 with the Dawn service. Webb tries to find the weak spot. Zavala with 2 touches. And it's over. Webb puts it away at 10-8.
And anybody watching, looking at that saying, hey, if those are 2 touches, how come it wasn't an automatic point? There was no control. So on that, she ends up deflecting it once, but on the second one, she actually has control to tip it to a teammate.
Hauser. Long. 10-9. So they have service with 9-10. And Ryan, I do want to ask you, you can get into it any time. Santa Ana and Fullerton, they're one of the higher teams in digs in the conference. Is that a factor of not being able to contest at the net, or is it a defensive strategy as Zavala puts it into the net? Or is it, just other teams are more aggressive?
I think it is more on the skill set of the players that you have in front of you. Sometimes what you'll see, and talking to Coach Tomacic before as well, is sometimes what you'll see is you have some fantastic defensive specialists. So when you go up, those middle blockers are there more to just take away the sight lines. And if they can get a hand on it, sure, you like that. You like for them to be able to get a stop right at the net, but they're more to just take away those sight lines because you trust those defensive specialists. So it's a skill set system type of thing.
Okay. So Hornets now 12-9. It's always intriguing when it's going over the stats, and that so many digs. It's just not just poor defense. It's a strategy, you say. And they do have outstanding people in the back row. Domingo with the service. Gomez. Rafe over. Domingo far set for Webb. Oh my goodness, Lourdes Finesse puts it over in the middle, 13-9. I'm sorry, that's an old hip hop reference. If you're over 40, you'll get that. 13-9. And that's why Joe and Ryan are looking at me like, okay.
The sad thing is I got it.
Oh, thank you. All right. And another one just off the net, 14-9. I love that. Fullerton College Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK. McIntyre, and there's offsides on McIntyre. Net violation by McIntyre. 10-14, Dons with the service. Webb up high. Hill, Rivera, Domingo, bumped over by McIntyre. Here's Rafe again, far side. Silver, met at the top by Williams. Williams comes away with the point. 15-10 in this second set. Hornets with the side out. Miley checks out, McKenna checks in. As we move back to Faith Webb, again, second in kills, second in digs, second in aces in the OEC. Leads the team in kills on the season with 147 coming into tonight's match. And second in digs on the team with 232. And again, Wilms showed so much power in that first set. And now she doesn't need to show that much power. She shows a lot of artistry in the second set. Timeout on the floor, 16-10 Hornets in the second set. This is Fullerton College Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK. The R1 for tonight's match is Troy Gravett. The other officials are Sergio Gonzalez, Fred Gravett, and same last name. Son is up, father's down, and David Steinbacher are your umpires and officials for tonight's match.
Well, you were talking about Faith Webb, and it's like Pete Rock said, they reminisce about you. Well, Santa Ana looks at Faith Webb and they say, okay, she has the ability to be able to swing her arm through it, so you have to respect that. You have to get back on your toes. You have to take that 2 or 3 steps backwards, expecting the big right arm to swing right through the ball. But then she goes with that half tapper, that little off speed. And it's hard to be able to defend against that. And that's what you're seeing from her in getting those points, because Santa Ana takes one step back saying, okay, we're going to have to defend against the power shot. And then that changeup comes in, and now all of a sudden you're scrambling trying to get over to it.
And she's definitely going to be an all-conference. I think I said that to Ray Baker during the last match. She is definitely, if there's only one, it's going to be her, but there should be a couple from Fullerton. She's got the serve just out. She was going for the left baseline, or excuse me, left sideline, and left it a little bit on the outside. 16-11, or the 11-16 service with Santa Ana. Webb checks out. Eloriaga checks in. Mockery. Gomez. Wins. Doug. Rafe on the outside. Can't get it to go. 17-11 Hornets. So there's Tobin with the serve. Hauser, number 24 in white. Wilms, number 25 in white. 5 with the blue number is Mockery. Number 9 in white is Domingo. And Eloriaga is number 3 in white. Rafe with the back set coming up high. Not high enough is Rivera, because Alexa Hauser, who checks in, she's 6'1". Rivera tried to go over the net at 5'11". 18-11, Fullerton taking control in this second set. And another outstanding serve for the Hornets. I believe that's the 6th service ace of this match. 19-11. Second set. Up top, and Karen Salazar hit that like she was upset. 19-12. And an outstanding serve by Hill. Tobin couldn't dig, as there was no rotation, none whatsoever, and that's a perfect serve. Angela with her second attempt, and she leaves that one short. That concentration factor missing, 20-13. Delgadillo checks in for Wills. So Zavala on the far side, 14 red, Rafe in the middle, 5 red, 25 is Rivera, 1 is Hill in the libero, all black. Here's service. Zavala looked like it hit the antenna. It did not. Punched over, stays in. Nice job by Rivera. 14-20 service, Santa Ana. As Rivera checks out, service. And that went off the side of her right hand. And it had call that a horizontal spin? No.
Side spin.
Side spin, yeah. 21-14. It would have been nice had it made it over. As Miley comes back in to serve, she's been the service person in the first 2 sets. Hauser, little bunny shot. Hopped up, poked it through with both hands. 22-14. And Miley again. She put up 11 straight points unofficially as a service. I think it was 10, but we'll give it 11. It sounds better. 23-14. and she's got 3 here. She's got 3 aces. And the set from Rafe too close to the net. Zavala was waiting for it, mistimed it. But again, that set's got to be better for Santa Ana. Point Hornets. Salazar, Wilms, Domingo, Hauser, met up top by Salazar. Here's a back set, Webb just pushes it over. Hill with the bump set. Salazar with the windup, saved by Miley. Another bump set. Rafe looks to go in the middle, and she does as Tobin can't dig it out. It's 24-15 now, Hornets. Dons with service. Webb with the dig, Domingo with the back set. Hauser trying to put it away, and she does. Alexa Hauser coming on strong to put the second set away for Fullerton, 25-15. This is Hornet Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK.
So here on 90.1 KBPK, we've got the Coaches Show coming up, in addition to more high school football game of the week on 90.1 KBPK. Speaking of the Coaches Show, as we mentioned earlier, we had Coach Greg Aviles in addition to Coach Pam Lewin's staff as well on the Coaches Show. We were able to talk to them. Hey, you know, what's it like being at Fullerton College underneath your programs? What's it like playing against the Orange Empire Conference? And just generally, how do these coaching staffs help players coming out of high school turn into citizens, turn into mentors, turn into leaders across not just the Orange Empire Conference or the university that they'll go to next, but also in the rest of their lives? We had the opportunity to talk to these coaches, and they went into depth on how they help these athletes get themselves not just to a next level athletically, but also overall in their lifespans once they leave Fullerton College and once they turn into leaders at Fullerton College as well. So go ahead and look forward to the Coaches Show on Friday that will be coming up. Again, on YouTube, search KBPK, this very same YouTube channel that you're on right now. That's where we will be releasing that Coaches Show on Friday afternoon.
I like the Coaches Show. I mean, we talk to all the coaches anyway, but it's good to get them on the air so everybody else can hear what they say and the knowledge they drop. And plus, they're all fun people.
You know, in a selfish aspect, one of my favorite portions about doing the Coaches Show now for the last 7 years has been the Coaches Show that happens when the cameras aren't recording yet.
It's always the best time.
It's not even off the record.
Right.
What I'm talking about, for anyone who doesn't understand, you know, Corey and Ryan speak, what we're mentioning is the fact that we talk to these coaches before we go on the air, and we say, hey, coach, you know, just wanted to talk to you about this because this will be brought up once we start doing the interview. And then the coach picks up on it and says, oh, here's a story about that. Oh, here's how I encountered this. Oh, you want to know about how I talk to athletes and where I got that from? Well, let me tell you the life story of my coach when I was in high school. And then they, you know, talk with us for 30, 45 minutes, and then all of a sudden you look at the clock and go, oh, yeah, coach, we need to start rolling the camera. It turns into an 8 to 11 minute interview, but there was an hour beforehand.
Yeah, that usually turns into, hey, Corey made it out to watch the Coaches Show. We talked to the coach already for 30 minutes. Now we got to actually start the Coaches Show. By that time, I've gone. No, but yeah, it really is something. You spend an hour talking for a 5-minute interview. And so you don't see the best part of it. Speaking of high schools, there's a high school football game on 90.1 KBPK on Friday. Fullerton High School will host another Freeway League team because I forgot to write it down. I'm sorry, audience, but that's at 7 p.m. As the third set starts, McIntyre over over Gomez for the first point of the third set. First set, 25-12 Hornets. Second set, 25-15 Hornets. As Samantha Swanson, who started this third set, checks out for Hannah Williams. Tobin, Domingo, McIntyre, and Mockery. Webb serves it into the net. It is 1-1. So Fullerton will host Buena Park on Friday at 90.1 KBPK. That starts at 7. And hopefully we will have a CRTV 145 student on the broadcast, or 146 student. There's a save by Samantha Martinez, in for the first time this match. Her second dig off the fist of Zavala. Hill, Rafe, palmed it is Zavala. Two-1 Hornets. Rave with the back set. Zavala gets no lift on her kill attempt. 3-1. Every time she's gotten no lift and it's been a not stellar set, she's gone into the net. Every time it's been a stellar set and she's got to go into the kill, she's got it over the net, and more times than not, put a point down. Here's Vagana. Tobin saves it. Scrapes the roof, and Martinez puts it over. And Martinez can't come up with that one. Nice placement by Gomez.
Gomez with the kill. Side out Dons.
She checks out. In is Rivera. 2-3 service now, the Dons. That service is Hill with Rafe, Silver, Zavala, Lugana, and Rivera. Hauser tries to put it away on the left side, and it is now tied up at 3. So Hauser, Domingo, Mockery, Martinez, Williams, and Tobin on the floor. Tobin in blue is the libero. There she is. Domingo to Hauser in the middle. Bump set. Silver, Zavala over. There's another push shot. Out of bounds, side out, Hornets, 4-3. And now checking in is Chloe Johnson, 5'7", out of Langley, Washington, South Whidbey High School.
Number 6, Chloe Johnson.
Johnson's got 18 digs on the season. Not a lot of playing time, but she gets the service here as the Hornets are up 2-0. And there is Zavala, as we were just talking about. A perfect set. She got lift, and she puts it away. 4-4. Williams now in for Johnson. Zavala back to serve. Overhand jump serve with power. Tobin. Williams is over. Far side, Vagana tried to go with the left hand, as Rafe shot it a little bit too far. Point Hornets. As Swanson will check back in, she's got service. And Webb. So Webb, Domingo, and Hauser up front. Here's the serve by Swanson. Another point and miscommunication on the Don side, 6-4 Hornets. And again, Hornets putting it through, the Dons out of position. 7-4, timeout Dons to try to get recoup and figure out their spacing on that left side. 7-4, Hornets with the lead in the third set, trying to close this one out in straight sets. This is Hornet Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK. So number 6 for Santa Ana, not on the roster, but we found out is Susie Venegas. So we want to give her credit while she was in. As we said, Santa Ana is 0-6, tied with Santiago at the bottom of the OVC. Riverside is 2-5. In the California Community College Athletic Association, or the California Community College Volleyball Coaches Association, there are a couple teams in the top 25 from the OEC. Cypress at number 5, 15-1, 14 straight wins. Orange Coast at number 20, 12-1, 2 straight wins. Irvine Valley is number 16 at 8-3. Saddleback, who Fullerton lost to last time out, is 25th. Golden West is number 21 at 9-3. And then Fullerton, number 22 at 9-8. So 7-4, back on the court. Swanson with serve. Far side, Vagana got lift. She just couldn't get it in. So Swanson, Tobin, Wilms, Domingo, Hauser, and Webb for the Hornets. Zavala, Vagana, Hill, Rivera, Rafe, and Silver. Almost an ace. Swanson, Domingo, Hauser, too much. 5-8 service to the Dons. Williams to the other side. Silver. And again, just unforced errors for the Dons. 9-5, McIntyre in, Tobin out. That's got to be frustrating, you know, those unforced errors, and you're playing hard, you're playing scrappy, but that's just got to be a frustrating issue. Hauser with the set, nice. Almost takes out Mr. Pavlovich, almost takes out Mrs. Nalen. (10-5) Hornets. And that was a nice play by Rivera because she missed the kill attempt. But it came off of her fingertips at a weird angle. Fullerton was out of position because was coming to their left. And it goes off her fingertips, goes to the middle of the floor for the point. She has served. Domingo for McIntyre, and she just palmed it over. And Gomez doesn't think anybody touched it. Went over the net anyway. McIntyre with the point, 11-6. Fullerton this match been pretty much playing straight up. Bump set, Silver. Fall. And again, miscommunications on the Don side lead to a 6-point advantage for the Hornets. Don't forget, this is 90.1 KBPK, Hornet Volleyball. Next broadcast, well, we got a couple more. Rivera met at the top by McIntyre and Wilms. And another. Verdana too far. Again, no lift on the Santa Ana side is forcing those shots to go long, to go wide.
Well, Corey, what a lot of times you'll see on that is once the contact is made, it's made towards the downward trajectory of their jump. So it pops the shoulder down and brings the ball going up more because they're trying to power it over and compensate for the lack of height that you get on that initial jump and the contact that you have. So instead of actually being on top of the ball and angling it down, you're actually making contact with a bottom more part of the ball, and that's what lets it sail.
And folks, that's why Ryan is here, because he can give those answers to you that you're questioning. 14-6 Hornets. Nice dig by Tobin, went excavating on that one. Over, Domingo, Tobin, Williams puts it away. So it starts with the excavation for Tobin, and Williams finishes it with the kill. (15-6). Drag out by Swanson. Over. Popped over by Webb, and she at the top. Webb with the quick jump. She pushed it over to the Santa Ana side, and then with another quick jump, blocked it. So next week, Fullerton College, October 20th versus OCC. That'll be on 90.1 KBPK. There's Domingo. With the set to McIntyre, she leaves it long. And it was a quick set by Domingo. McIntyre a little bit too anxious at 16-7. Dons with service. Rafe. My goodness. Talk about an angry serve. That was a stress reliever right there. 16-8. Dons with service. And if there's an all-conference player on the Dons, it may be Caden. Her second, too strong. 17-8 here in the third set. Fullerton first set winners 25-12. Second set winners 25-15. Here in the third set. First time seeing the floor is Naya Vecoso. And Faith Webb, all she does is ace. She came into this match with 25 service aces. I'm gonna give her 4 for today, unofficially. She had 46 last year, or I can't even say last year because there was no season last year. But in 2019, she had 46 aces in a season. She passed Celeste Snyder on that 2012 team. Williams met by Gomez and Zavala. Here's Mockery. Bumped over, and McIntyre points to herself and says, my fault, my bad. Jaden Silver out of Rogers High School in Tacoma. Looking to cut into this 9-point deficit. Mockery, Vecoso, Williams, blocked out of bounds by Gomez. She's up high, she's there to meet it. But no control as Hauser for McIntyre will check back in. Two-handed set, far side. Mockery puts it down and crushes it, 20-9. Reset the lineup in just a moment for both squads. Tobin with the serve, Rafe with the back set. Zavala up high, dug out by Martinez. Mockery again, and it came off of her thumb, it looks like, and she was still able to get it over, away from everyone for the point, 21-9. So in for the first time is now Elizabeth Aparicio. She wears number 3 in red to join Silver, Vagana, Gomez, Zavala, and Rafe. Here's a set. Zavala, Vicoso with this dig. Tobin with a nice bump pass to Wilms, and Wilms had a day. So if you got 2 players out here for the Hornets as players of the game, it's going to go to Wilms. That really got the joint jumping for the first set with all of her kills. And Miley, who had 11 straight points as serve in that first set. And there's 4 hits. (23-9). Hornets looking to close it out here. They want to improve to 10-8 on the season and get above 500 in conference. At 23-9, Mockery, Vicoso, Hauser. Point game, Hornets, 24-9. Hannah Wilms, 4th in digs in the conference, 8th in kills, so it's no surprise she's had a game. And Tobin still wants to play. She not ready to go home yet, as it's 24-10. So Hill with service for the Dons. Point Hornets. Martinez with the dig. Here's Wilms. Apropos to close it out. No, nice dig by Vagana. Vicoso, back set. Wilms. Yep, that'll do it. So Hornets close out the 3rd set and the game 25-10. So the Hornets improved to 10-8 and 4-3 on the season. Santa Ana drops to 5-9 and 0-7 on the season. For Ryan Osborne, Joe Pavlenko, Mark Pavlovich, I am Corey Nalen. Once again, Hornets victorious over Santa Ana and improved to 10-8. You've been listening, or actually watching, Fullerton College Volleyball on 90.1 KBPK.